journey of Alaska's fishermen, catching salmon on the open seas. Welcome back to the icy waters of Alaska, where the frosty air mingles with the majestic beauty of nature, and where brave fishermen dedicate their lives to conquering the ocean and delivering the freshest salmon to our tables. Join us as we delve deeper into the arduous yet proud journey of salmon fishing, a race against time. In the peak of salmon season, time is gold. Fishermen must maximize daylight and favorable weather conditions to head out to sea. Their workday often begins at 3 a.m., under cold skies, with waves crashing and faint sunlight barely illuminating their path. On board, crews are divided into small teams, each responsible for tasks like inspecting equipment, preparing nets, checking engines, and strategizing on fishing locations. Before departure, the captain and crew meticulously study ocean currents and data from sonar devices. These tools not only help locate schools of salmon, but also avoid dangerous zones with large waves or hidden reefs that could damage the vessel. Every decision is carefully calculated, as even a minor mistake can lead to significant consequences. Facing the perils of the open sea, as the boats leave the harbor, fishermen enter an entirely different world, the vast, unpredictable ocean. Waves often rise several meters high, pounding the ship and causing it to sway violently. Just maintaining balance on deck becomes a challenge, let alone pulling in nets or operating equipment. The ocean is not just magnificent, but also incredibly unforgiving. On stormy days, temperatures can drop below freezing, causing seawater to form ice on the equipment and deck. Even through thick gloves, the fishermen feel the biting cold as they work tirelessly. Yet complaints are rare. This work demands resilience and determination, traits these fishermen possess in abundance. The art of salmon fishing. In Alaska, salmon fishing has been a tradition for centuries. Fishermen here blend modern techniques with time-honored methods, always mindful of preserving the marine environment. The two most common techniques are purse seining and gill netting. Purse seining. Purse seining involves using a massive net to encircle entire schools of salmon. The net is first deployed in a wide arc and then drawn together like a giant purse, trapping the fish inside. This technique requires incredible precision, as improperly closing the net can allow the fish to escape. A single successful haul can bring in thousands of salmon, enough to fill the ship's holds. Gill netting. Gill netting, on the other hand, is used closer to shore or in shallow waters. This method relies on speed and experience. Fishermen must quickly deploy the nets to encircle schools of salmon before they swim away. Gill netting is also more environmentally friendly, as it allows fishermen to select and release fish that do not meet size or species standards. Caring for the salmon on board. Once the salmon are brought aboard, there's no time for rest. Each fish must be handled immediately to ensure freshness. The process involves sorting. Fish are categorized by size and quality. Washing. The salmon are rinsed with cold seawater to remove debris and impurities. Cooling. The fish are stored in specially designed holds where temperatures are maintained below freezing. Economic and environmental significance. Salmon is not only the primary source of income for thousands of Alaskan fishing families, but also a cornerstone of the global economy. Alaska is one of the world's largest exporters of salmon, with its products gracing premium markets in Japan, the US, and Europe. However, the economic value is only part of the story. Alaskan fishermen are acutely aware that protecting salmon stocks is essential for securing their future. The end of a workday. As the sun sets, boats return to the harbor with holds brimming with fresh salmon. Under the glow of the harbor lights, fishermen unload their catch and prepare for another day at sea. Despite the fatigue, smiles linger on their faces. They know that every salmon represents their hard work and dedication to their craft. Grueling journey of crab fishing, from turbulent waves to hard-earned rewards. On the vast ocean, Where waves crash relentlessly and the sea breeze chills to the bone, fishermen persevere day and night, braving harsh natural conditions to harvest precious marine resources. Among these, crab fishing stands as both a traditional craft and a symbol of resilience, skill, and unwavering determination in the face of the sea's challenges. Preparing to set sail. A race against time. Before the sun rises, the harbor buzzes with the sounds of people and machinery. Fishing boats, both large and small, are meticulously prepared for long voyages on the open ocean. Every crew member has a specific task, from inspecting engines and stocking fuel to arranging essential tools such as nets, ropes, and crab traps. The crab traps are sturdy rectangular frames made of steel mesh, designed with one-way entry points that allow crabs to crawl in but make it difficult for them to escape. Inside the traps, fishermen place bait such as small fish, leftover shrimp, or even meat to lure the crabs. These tools are carefully organized to prevent damage during transport. In addition to preparing equipment, captains closely monitor weather forecasts, wind directions, and the best fishing zones. This step is crucial not only for safety, but also to maximize the efficiency of the trip. Every fisherman understands that a voyage is a race against time, and they must be ready for any situation. Setting out. Embracing the vast ocean. As the sun begins to paint the horizon pink, the boats leave the dock one by one. The roar of engines blends with the sound of crashing waves, creating a lively symphony of the sea. Each vessel carries hopes for a successful trip, but also a sense of trepidation about the challenges ahead. The ocean is vast and beautiful, but also fraught with danger. Sudden large waves can capsize a boat, and out-of-season storms can force an early return. Yet for fishermen, the sea is home, a place they've been tied to since childhood. Despite the risks, they stay true to their craft, for it is not only their livelihood but also a source of pride. Deploying the traps. Trusting the waves upon reaching the designated fishing grounds marked on the map, the crew begins the process of deploying the traps. Each trap is attached to a long rope connected to a floating buoy for easy retrieval. This work requires seamless coordination among the crew. One steers the boat, another handles the ropes, and others carefully lower the traps into the water. The distance between traps is calculated meticulously. Too close, and the traps interfere with each other. Too far, and retrieving them becomes time-consuming and fuel-intensive. Each trap lowered into the water represents hope. The hope that strong, healthy crabs will be enticed by the bait and crawl inside. Waiting. Patience and anxiety. After setting the traps, fishermen wait 12 to 48 hours for the crabs to take the bait. This waiting period is not always peaceful. On calm days, they repair equipment, cook meals, and rest. But during stormy weather, high waves and strong winds toss the boat, forcing the crew to huddle together in the cabin, hoping the traps stay in place. At night, the ocean takes on a mystical aura. The boat's lights reflecting on the water create a shimmering scene that is both enchanting and lonely. For fishermen, the sea is not just a source of livelihood, but also their greatest challenge, demanding strength and perseverance. Retrieving the traps, the first rewards. When the waiting period ends, the fishermen begin pulling up the traps. This physically demanding task requires great strength and focus. The long ropes are hauled up bit by bit until the traps surface. The moment a trap is brought onto the deck is filled with anticipation. If the traps are brimming with large crabs, joy spreads across the crew's faces. But the traps are not always full. Sometimes they come up empty or contain only a few small crabs. Still, fishermen never give up. They understand that the ocean is not always generous, and every trip is a valuable lesson. Sorting and storing crabs. Careful and deliberate, felt story of fishermen who face waves and storms to bring these precious gifts from the ocean. The journey of thousands of squid. From ocean to table squid, a unique seafood embodying the ocean's distinctive flavors, is the result of relentless effort by fishermen at sea and workers in processing plants. Behind every fresh squid lies a story of perseverance, a bond with the sea, and a deep passion for the trade. This journey not only delivers significant economic value, but also highlights the importance of sustainably maintaining marine resources. The early stages. Life of fishermen at sea. Every new day for fishermen begins early, long before dawn. They prepare for extended trips by checking nets, fishing lines, equipment, and onboard preservation systems. These trips can last from a week to several months, depending on the season and the squid haul. With modern tools such as radar and sonar systems, fishermen locate schools of squid moving deep within the ocean. Nighttime is particularly crucial, as the bright LED lights on the boats serve as a powerful tool to attract squid closer. Fishing lines are cast, and each squid is carefully reeled in to avoid damaging its body. The lively atmosphere aboard the boat is filled with chatter and laughter, accompanied by the rhythmic sound of waves to deliver the catch. The journey demands precise timing and temperature control, as any delay or deviation could compromise the squid's freshness and nutritional value. Processing plants. Tireless dedication. At the processing plants, the squid is received and moved to specialized areas for cleaning and processing. First, it is thoroughly washed using high-pressure water systems to remove dirt and impurities. Next, workers sort the squid by size, weight, and quality. A meticulous task that ensures each squid is handled appropriately to meet consumer standards. Modern technology optimizes the process. Automated cutting machines with high precision separate the squid's head, body, and internal organs. Meanwhile, workers diligently oversee the process, ensuring every squid meets the highest quality standards. A significant portion of the squid is transformed into various products, such as dried squid, seasoned squid, or frozen squid. Advanced drying systems use stable temperatures to preserve natural flavors and nutrients. For frozen squid, quick freezing technology locks in freshness and ensures the squid retains its quality upon thawing. Packaging and distribution, bringing the ocean to every home. Once processed, the squid moves to the packaging area. Each piece is vacuum sealed or packed in cold storage containers to ensure food safety and facilitate transportation. Thousands of packages are neatly arranged into larger boxes, ready to be shipped to supermarkets, wholesale markets, or exported to international markets. The journey of squid extends beyond meeting domestic consumption needs. It is a source of pride as it conquers international markets. Each locally branded package of squid represents a blend of traditional craftsmanship and modern technology. The value of squid is not only a rich source of nutrition, but also carries profound symbolic value. It embodies the perseverance, connection to the sea, and dedication of both fishermen and factory workers. Every squid that reaches consumers is the culmination of countless days and nights of hard work, overcoming challenges and braving the elements. When consumers enjoy a bite of fresh squid or a dish crafted from it, they savor not only the ocean's flavor, but also the effort and labor behind it. This is what makes squid extraordinary, not just as a food item, but as a story of love and tireless dedication between humans and nature. The grueling journey of fishermen, harvesting tons of fresh shrimp from the open sea. The vast ocean, the cradle of life, is also an endless resource sustaining millions of fishing families worldwide. Among the ocean's precious creatures, shrimp stands out as a vital economic product and an indispensable food on the tables of billions. However, bringing home each fresh shrimp is a long journey filled with hardships, challenges, and silent sacrifices made by those who live and breathe the sea. Setting sail. A journey of hope. Every fishing expedition begins at the harbor, where large fishing vessels rest like sleeping giants awaiting their call to duty. In the days leading up to departure, fishermen and their families meticulously prepare, repairing boats, checking nets, stocking fuel, and gathering supplies for the long days ahead. Before the boat sets sail, fishermen gather to pray for smooth waters and good fortune. This ritual is not just a cultural practice, but a profound symbol of the bond between humans and the sea. Their eyes, brimming with hope, look toward the horizon, where waves and opportunities await. Life at sea. Days without land. Once the boats leave the harbor, the real work begins. Life at sea is fraught with challenges. Strong waves and gusty winds are daily occurrences. While some days the sea is calm, other days it roars with fury, unleashing storms that batter the vessels with mountainous waves threatening to engulf everything in their path. Fishermen work around the clock, with no distinction between day and night. During the day, they scour the sea's surface for signs of shrimp. Rippling water or clusters of small fish often indicate their presence. At night, high-powered lights are used to attract shrimp closer to the boat. Nets are cast and hauled repeatedly, each retrieval a battle against the weight and resistance of the seawater. Fresh shrimp from the ocean. Processing on board. When the nets are hauled in, shimmering shrimp gleam under the sunlight or the boat's lamps. The next task is to sort the shrimp on board. Fishermen quickly separate the catch by size and quality. The best shrimp are cleaned, rinsed with seawater, and packed into chilled containers to preserve freshness. However, not every day brings success. Nets can tear, or the catch may fall short of expectations. Some days, boats travel hundreds of nautical miles without catching anything. During such times, fishermen encourage each other and keep hoping that tomorrow's nets will yield better results. Long days at sea. Exhausting but hopeful. Every day at sea is an unrelenting cycle of work. From sunrise to sunset, fishermen labor continuously. Meals are hurriedly eaten on deck, and sleep is often restless amidst the crashing waves. These routines become an inseparable part of life at sea. On quiet nights, they sit together under a starry sky, sharing stories of family, home, and simple dreams. Young fishermen dream of owning their own boats, while the older ones wish for a peaceful and prosperous fishing season. From the ocean to the shore. The journey of shrimp to processing plants. When the boats are filled with fresh shrimp, they return to port. At the harbor, shrimp are immediately transferred onto refrigerated trucks for transport to processing plants. This process is swift to ensure the quality of the shrimp remains intact. At the processing plants, each shrimp undergoes careful inspection and handling. They are washed, deheaded, or peeled according to market demands. Some shrimp are frozen whole for export, while others are turned into products like dried shrimp, frozen shrimp, or canned shrimp. Processing and packaging, the final stretch. Modern processing lines in factories optimize efficiency while preserving the shrimp's natural flavor. Shrimp are steamed, frozen, or vacuum sealed based on market requirements. Workers labor diligently to ensure each product is packaged hygienically and meets stringent food safety standards. Frozen shrimp packages are then loaded into cold storage containers and shipped to supermarkets, restaurants, and markets worldwide. From here, shrimp becomes not just a food item but a gift from the sea, representing the relentless labor of those who harvest it. The value of shrimp. Pride of the fisherman. Each shrimp is more than a source of income. It is a badge of pride for fishermen and coastal communities. Behind every shrimp lies a story of resilience, courage, and a deep love for the ocean. Thanks to the dedication of fishermen, we can enjoy delicious shrimp dishes at our tables. The shrimp industry not only generates significant economic value, but also preserves cultural traditions and sustains the livelihoods of millions of fishing families. Despite the challenges, fishermen hold steadfast to their faith and love for the trade, continuing their journey across the vast ocean toward a sustainable future. To ensure shrimp stocks for future generations, sustainable and environmentally friendly fishing practices are essential. Today, fishermen increasingly use nets with appropriate mesh sizes to avoid bycatch and adopt modern technologies to optimize efficiency. The story of shrimp is the story of the ocean, humanity, and relentless effort. From the expansive sea to our dining tables, Each shrimp embodies the harmony between people and nature, symbolizing the strength and perseverance of those who dedicate their lives to the ocean.